Are you celebrating a pagan festival? If you are celebrating Thanksgiving, you are celebrating a pagan festival and may not know it. Once again, it is the ancient Celts that bring us the origins of Thanksgiving. The pagan origins of Thanksgiving are rooted in the festival of Maven. This was, for the most part, an excuse to party with the idea of celebrating a successful harvest and the butchering of animals. It was held at the autumn equinox each year. The symbols of Maven are the fruits and grains harvested, with vines and horns of plenty being on full display. When you hear about the Pilgrims of America celebrating the first Thanksgiving, they were actually celebrating a pagan festival that had been done in Europe for centuries, all part of a pre-Christian autumn ritual. There is that word syncretism that we must look upon again. The blending and melding of different beliefs and traditions that has a lot to say about the American celebration of Thanksgiving. Even though the Fall Harvest Festival of Maven was the impetus of the modern Thanksgiving, there is a side story I must share here. You see, after the massacre of a particular Indian tribe called the Pequot tribe, genocide is not a phrase that would be wrong here. Certain governors of the colonies had proclaimed various days of celebration of this act of genocide as days of Thanksgiving. Eventually, the days would be narrowed to but one day to celebrate this horrible event as something great. We have in the later years of this country gravitated back to the harvest festival aspect, preferring to forget the just mentioned event altogether. The eventual Christianization of the holiday came about as the church took control of government offices and decided that the early native-killing colonists were celebrating the grace of God upon the settlers, providing them with sustenance to make it through the harsh New England winters. I personally believe that the old Celtic manner of celebration is worthy of keeping, as a harvest festival anyway. And why not make a show of this kind of thing as we do lesser events, with parades and maybe throw in a corn king and queen instead of a somber event that takes place around the dinner table, followed by the watching of ever-decreasing joy of watching American football. Let us recite what it is we are thankful for amongst feasting and drinking, surrounded by those we choose to spend time with. Thanksgiving is not only a tradition worth holding on to, but one that deserves to be returned to its roots. After all, Christianity didn't replace paganism, it absorbed it.